Okay.
Hey, what's up, Rars? How you doing, man? Tonight, guys.
I'll stay
Tonight,
right there.
Wild West one shot by Benjamin. All right, so be careful now. Next time, I'm not. It's a bush, so now that is you're really
Okay,
not.
so that's a yeah. That's why I was asking what the stuff on the map was.
Oh, yeah, the bush. No, I just thought you were talking about the rock.
No, I was talking about this thing here actually when
Yeah,
I
that.
was asking you.
Yeah, that would. Seeing that you were here and you were firing basically, straight ahead, I really didn't give you any negative modifier. I didn't want to get too technical on you.
Yeah, right, right.
Usually
No,
you would,
sorry. I just like to use my environment in fighting.
yeah,
So
that's no
sorry
problem.
about all the questions. Because
Hey,
if that's a tree,
I
I might have
welcome
walked
them.
up. Yeah, if that's a tree, I might have walked up to the tree stump and then maybe shot from behind or something.
Yeah,
But that's okay.
no, I like it when players do that. I mean, it it shows that they're into the game and they're trying to play the game to its maximum potential, which is
Okay,
good.
I'll
Don't
just stand in the
apologize, man.
middle. Okay, I'll just stand in the middle then. Don't want to enter into the bush.
Okay. All right. So I think that's it for your turn. So I'm going to do a couple kobolds. There is this kobold in the very back of the pit. He is 5 foot down. He is down into the ground. He's not equal level to everything else around the pit. He has a sling in his hand, and this kobold is slinging his sling around, and he's firing it, and he is firing it at the cleric. The cleric just caved one of his fellow kobolds' heads in, so he did not like that too much. Alright. So that is a 15 versus armor class with a sling that comes towards the cleric.
That's a miss.
Alright, so as you duck out of the way, you can see that this sling bullet had fire on it, and this bullet slings past you and hits the rocks behind you. And then he yells, "Shit," and he shifts over one. He yells, "Shit." Alright, so next up is the next kobold. He is also slinging, whirling a sling around as well, and he shoots at the fighter. And the fighter is a 17 versus armor class. '17 versus the fighter's armor class.
I think he said his armor class was 17 from the last strike you did against him.
He gets hit with another bullet. He gets hit with a sling bullet then.
Joy.
So you're going to take a total of 5 damage. Oh, let's see. You'll take a total of... Ooh, actually I have to roll for this. Alright, you're going to take a total of 6 damage. And the sling that hit you, the sling bullet, was on fire. So you're going to take an ongoing 2 fire damage around.
Wait, don't I have a damage resistance though?
Uh-huh.
Yes, he does.
So
3.
you will only take 3 damage, seeing that you remember that you have the physical resist, so you'll take 3 damage. And you are on fire now. So I am going to put a little fire symbol on you.
Yay, fire.
Fire's good. I like fire.
It's good when it's not on you.
And basically, you're not going to take the 2 fire damage right now, but you will take it at the start of your turn. But the resist definitely helped. Alright, and this kobold will also shift over 1 square. Alright, next up is Warnerv the Paladin. What do you want to do?
Warner is going to move and make your day a horrible day, Mr. DM.
Oh, I always love to have good days. Thank you very much there, Warhuck. Big Daddy Warhuck.
I was going to move there, and I am going to use Defender Aura which creates a aura that lasts until the end of my turn.
Oh, very good.
And it, while an aura enemy takes -2 penalty to attack rolls when it makes attack that does not include among its targets either you or the allies of yours who has the aura active.
Yep, I like that aura. That's a good aura. And what's good about that aura is anytime that somebody attacks something inside that aura that is not attacking you, you get like free damage to it. Free radiant damage. You don't even, it's like the fighter, they actually have to at least roll the immediate interrupt opportunity attack. But the paladin, it's just automatic, which is really good. That's what I really like.
Actually,
about
this
that
one
aura.
doesn't take any damage. That's not Righteous Shield. It's Defender Aura.
Ah, you're using Defender Aura.
Aura, yeah.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah, Righteous Shield is one that they take damage.
I gotcha. Alright, so just make sure you tell me about any negative modifiers and all that good stuff. So, anything else for you, Warnerv?
Nope, that is
Warhuck?
move and action, so I'm good.
Alright. So I have
Oh wait, that's a minor action. I'm sorry. My apologies. I thought it was action. I read action, not the minor.
No problem. You slither your way down into the pit, seeing that you're a dragonborn. You slither your way down in there.
I thought I ride the rail down.
Ooh.
Oh wait, that would be a dex check.
Yeah, you should do an acrobatics check for that.
Sure,
Let's see.
I'll do that.
Let's see that. As you slide the rail down, we'll make a rail magically appear on those stairs.
Oh, that's not too good.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that's my move.
You fall down and you're prone, so you'll have to stand up next round.
You
Nice.
fall flat on your face.
You are prone, but you'll be able to
That's
get
what I
back
get
up.
for being cocky.
Do Dragonborn have a tail?
Yeah, do I get bonus for my tail balance like a monkey?
That is too good.
No, I was more thinking like your tail hinders your ability to slide down and stuff.
But he's
it's
flying
usually
on his
for
feet.
balance.
All right, so you're going to go ahead and get attacked now, seeing that this kobold here, directly in front of you, about 20 feet in front of you, is laughing at you profusely, and he calls you a silly dragonborn, and you're a disgrace to all reptilians. And he shoots his sling. He whirls his sling around a couple times and whew, lets it loose.
Okay, since I'm prone, he takes a negative to his attack
He sure does.
for range.
All part of the plan.
Right.
Ooh, a 23 versus armor class. Wow, I'm pretty sure that's pretty close. The paladin's got a pretty good armor class, I think.
Yeah, it's 20. Or 18, sorry.
All right. So you get hit with a stink pot. This little vial explodes on you, and it stinks like. Remember those little glass things that you could get from the flea market?
Eggs.
Yeah, man. Oh
Skunk
my goodness,
spray.
this thing. Yeah. So you are at basically a -2 to attack now. So I will put the little
Okay.
symbol on you. You're a -2 to attack, and you also take a little bit of damage as well, which you take 5 damage, and you are now at -2 to attack. This goblin will, this kobold will shift as well, and that is it for his turn. Alright, so next up is another kobold, which is the dead kobold in the very back northeastern portion of the excavation site. Next up is the kobold directly in front of him, which is right here. This kobold will move up 2, 3, 4, 5, and he will attack the warlock. He will attack the rear ranks, and he is throwing a javelin at you. Alright, and that is a 22 versus armor class, which I believe that is probably a hit. You get
Yeah.
Wow.
you get bombarded with a wooden javelin, and you take a massive 4 damage. And now you have a javelin sticking out of your shoulder. Alright, so that's it for
I
this.
forgot something on my turn, but I didn't read a power correctly, so I probably could have taken that with only 1 point of damage.
I'm also going to use a minor skill as well, and I'm going to shift 1 more square closer to you. And that is it for that kobold there. Zontog, welcome to the fight. You get to make some actions now. You and
It's about time.
Snots. You and Snots. Now you do have a large rock in front of you, and you can climb up on top of the rock. I will not let you. I won't make you do an athletics check or anything, but it will cost you 2 squares of movement to get onto that rock, and then 1 square per movement square on top of the rock.
Are we allowed to talk to each other when it's not our turn?
Well, I don't mind it, but I want to be able to continue with the game as well. But you guys can still
No, I was
chatter.
thinking in-game. Yeah, I was thinking
Oh,
in-game. Like,
absolutely.
Could I tell our droid, go get that guy over there, like this one?
Well, just remember, that's why you guys have free actions as well. Your free action on your turn, you can, call out commands to other players, so you can do that.
Yep.
Sure.
But can I use that when it's not my turn? Like, when I see a kobold running towards me, can I say to one of my allies, go get him, please?
Technically, no, because it takes a free action and it wouldn't be your turn, so I would have to say
Okay.
no on that. But when it's your turn, feel free to do whatever, as long as you're not going to cite like the Gettysburg Address, because I think that would probably take more than a free action to.
Yeah.
More than 6 seconds.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely more than a free action.
407 years ago. All right, Zantag, what are you doing, man?
Moving the wolf, I guess, up to that kobold.
All right. Well, his movement is independent from yours, so you can move and the wolf can move.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Because if you guys shared the same movement, man, you would never get anywhere, man.
Yeah.
That would be tough.
Well, I'm going to move the wolf there.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to move myself closer to that bush right there. Now, the wolf would probably attack that kobold.
Sure. Are you playing a hunter from World of Warcraft? I'm just playing. Yeah, if you want to do a basic, if you look on the actual card, you can see that if you actually you can just open up Zontog and you can look at Wolf Companion. There's a card when you open up the Wolf character sheet, and you can see that he has an animal attack, and also he's got an aura as well. So if you have your aura on, which I truly suggest you do, that will give everyone within the aura a +2 to hit, because it grants combat advantage, and combat advantage is +2 to hit. So let's go ahead and we'll do that.
Yeah, definitely want to turn that aura on.
Yep, we'll turn that on, and we'll say that he has a green aura to represent the druid. So as you can see, all of the squares around that. So now the warlock is affected. So let's go ahead and do your animal attack. Now it says it is an at will, so it takes your standard action, and you've moved, and the minor to turn on the aura. So to attack, it's +5 to AC. So it's the attack's is melee of 1, so you have to, your level +5. So your level is 1 +5, so it would be a +6. And then you're attacking the kobold's armor class. And the armor class is, nice try, I'm not going to tell you.
So the modifier would be 6.
+6, correct. Oh, you can just type in 6. You don't have to do plus.
Right.
Sometimes if you do +6, it'll sort of kind of mess up the formula in the macros. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So, but a 10 versus armor class is a miss. So Snots growls, charges in, leaps, slashes and bites, and misses. Alright, so there you go. We'll see you in a half an hour there, Zantag.
and as a free action, I say to the wolf, "You'll get him next time."
Little Snots. And then he howls at the moon. Howl! Like Thriller, man. Alright, so we have... Now we have another kobold up for attack, which is the kobold up here on the ledge. He's actually going to move one spot in. He's just going to move in one, and he's going to launch... He's going to launch at the cleric. That cleric, man. Something about you just caving in the skull of that kobold. The other kobolds just didn't like that, Sandman. 22. So basically, you were like Jim Carrey, and you said, "Quick, Punjab, throw me a spear," and he threw a spear at you, and it landed in your leg. Never mind. That was such a stupid movie. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Oh my gosh. All right, so you get hit for a total of 4 damage from the javelin as it lodges into your upper thigh, and then you say, "Quick, throw me another spear." And the goblin will shift one more as well as a minor shift. Alright, next up, this kobold here moves up into your aura and attacks the paladin as he is prone. +22 versus armor class.
Quick question. What's the modifier to hit on these kobolds?
+12 or something.
No, they're depends on which one it is, but it's less than you guys. I'm just rolling pretty high.
Yeah, the elite kobold warriors.
Yeah, they definitely have less attack than you guys do. All right, so you get hit with a 22 versus armor class or war nerve, and you take a total of 4 damage from the javelin, piercing past your defenses and into your chest, piercing
4 damage.
the tattoo on your chest that says "Mom."
With a heart.
Wow.
Exactly. All right, next up is the
pirate ship.
R.
You sunk my battleship.
The next kobold charges up and attacks the cleric as well. Ooh. Is it Pick on Sandman Day today?
Maybe.
Picked on dirt all week. Why not Sandman?
Alright, that is a 9 versus armor class, so the cleric just basically parries the blow away from the kobold. Next up is another kobold, which is up on the ledge, and it is this kobold right here. Move the turn tracker. This kobold here. He launches a javelin at the prone paladin laying on the ground. He saw him slid down the pole. He calls him pitiful. He moves up 1, throws his javelin with a -2. It's kind of funny how you get a bonus for falling down on your ass. 19 versus armor class. I think that's a miss.
It's a win
No,
within a
it
failure.
was a hit.
Is a 19? Ooh.
19 is a hit.
So you take a total of 4 damage from the javelin.
Wait, what about his aura though?
That is the defensive aura. And his defensive aura does this. I'm opening up the card now. Well, actually, he can just tell us about the defensive aura if you want to know about it again.
Until an enemy takes a -2 penalty to attack rolls when it makes an attack that does not include among its targets either you or the allies marked enemies. So he doesn't. I get a -2 anyways with his attack, so it just doesn't stack.
Okay, just curious.
Alright. I think I'm going to shift one more. I'm going to use a Kobold Tactic, shift back one more as well with his Minor. And that is it. Alright, next up, we're back up to the top of the order, guys.
Yay!
So, Eco, you're back up. So yeah, guys, we're doing a game for beginners, so everything is going a little bit slower.
One, but shift is, I'm only going to need to move one. And I'm
Lots-
going to Eldritch Bolt.
Lots of
one.
explaining, you know. Alright, sounds good. He's kind of trying to hide in those vines hanging down into the excavation site. It's not working too well, though. He failed his stealth check.
I'm curious, do I get the +2 to hit from the aura?
You do.
So that's D20 plus 7?
That would be it. Because that aura grants
22.
advantage. Oh, wait. No, you do not get... Well, anyway, 20 is a hit. But the way that aura works is like this. Enemies within the aura grant combat advantage. So...
Enemies
in the aura, yes. So if
Oh.
like this... You would get +2 on that kobold right there. But seeing that you pummeled this, this is one of the kobolds that had a sling, so he's loading up another sling bolt right now. And your 20 does hit, so you can go ahead and roll damage.
Plus 8, I mean D10 plus 8, if I'm remembering correctly.
Let's
From
see.
Infernal Pack reward plus Eldritch Bolt Charisma modifier.
Yep, and half level, but you don't have a half level yet, so it would be a 2 plus a 3, which is 5, plus another 3, 8. Correct. Wow, 12 damage. Very nice. Yeah, you slam a force bolt into this kobold. He staggers back a little bit, and you see that several wounds have opened up on his neck and head area, and he is now officially bloodied.
I was hoping to finish him off so I could use a power I forgot to use on this one.
Oh, you mean Soul Reap, whatever it is?
Soul Eater, yeah.
Yeah, Soul Eater, yeah. Yep, this Kobold Slinger is now officially bloodied, so any other actions for you?
Nah.
Alright, Rack, you're up now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
So, what
you got
about
the
that fire
rolls back.
damage?
I'm switching back and forth to the character sheets and stuff,
What
so
about the fire
you guys can see it. You take 2 damage for fire.
Does the resistance to damage negate ongoing damage as well?
What do you mean?
You know that
He just
paladin
takes
buff-
a flat 2 damage. He doesn't. There's no other modifiers for it. It's
This
just a
is
flat
probably
2.
only when it's attacked.
Yeah, it's
No.
attacked.
He was
Oh,
talking
okay.
about my my deal where I gave the +3 to damage resistance until my next turn.
That's a good question, because there's no rule that says it's used once. It's used twice. It just says, 5 to any damage dealt. So I would say it absorbs it. I mean, it is, even though it is fire damage, I would say that buff absorbs it, because there's really no rule saying that you can only you only get to use it once. So as long as it's active, you absorb it. So you would take no damage from the fire, although it's still going to be on you, and you still have to do the saving throw at the end of your turn. But you just won't take any while that buff is still active on you for the resistance. And that's all
Okay.
damage, right?
Yep.
Yes, it says
Yeah.
gains resistance to all damage.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, that's awesome. So go for it. Yeah, you take no damage. It does 2 fire damage, but you just don't take anything because of the resistance. So good to go. You do have a couple kobolds adjacent to you that are probably
Yep.
itching to take a 2-handed weapon slash to the face.
Yep, I'm at this kobold here to swing my great axe.
Okay. Aaron, they're not
That is
elite.
again.
I'm just rolling
1d20.
really good. Yep,
I believe-
1d20 plus all of your modifiers. So you could probably just write down the modifiers on a scratch piece of paper.
Now, do I get a modifier from the guy from the kobold being in the paladin's aura?
No, that is just for him attacking. That is
Okay.
It's for targets attacking
Okay,
within that
just
aura.
coming, not going.
Correct. Now, if you were in the green aura, then yes, you would get a bonus.
Okay, just want to clear it up.
Yeah, no problem.
And I get a 15.
15 versus armor class, huh? That is a hit.
Yay!
That is
First
a
blood
hit.
for me.
Maybe. You may get to take it to bloodied status.
And I have a damage bonus of 5. Nice.
Alright, so you do a total of 6 damage. And you attack this kobold that's in the aura, correct? Or was it the other kobold?
There's one in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, as you swing your big two-handed axe, you decapitate the head right off of the kobold. And as he sees your axe coming towards his head, and as it cracks through his spear, you hear him say, "Oh shit, this is gonna hurt." And his head just flies off. Rolls several
Nice.
feet. Boom, he
Very-
falls over dead.
Very pleasant.
Of course, trying to spice it up for you.
I am pleased.
Alright, so next up is this kobold in the very back. He is using a minor action to pull another javelin out.
He needs to do a saving throw against the
That's
fire.
true.
Oh, that's right.
1d20, that's how a saving throw works. And 1 through 9 is a fail, 10 plus is a pass.
Do I also put in my
No modifiers.
will save modifier?
Nothing. Nope. This is just a flat saving throw.
God
So,
damn it.
so you are still on fire. You're trying to blow it out. pat out your armor and everything, but to no avail, you're still on fire.
I just-
His
I just stand there. I
increases
just
fire, so he
stand
just
there
takes 4
and stare
damage.
blankly. I just stand there
Too good.
blankly while I'm still on fire.
Yeah.
He was too amazed about him decapitating the kobold with his axe.
Yeah, he forgot about trying to put the fire out. He went for blood. Alright, so you are still on fire. You'll lose the buff as soon as the Sun Cleric attacks next. So, this kobold up here,
Joy.
it's only 2 fire damage. It's not too bad. Now, if you
Yeah.
got 2 hit points left, that's when you're screwed. Because
yeah,
it
of
takes
course.
effect at the beginning of your round. So, the Paladin, you're getting another javelin thrown your way.
Bring it, son.
Yeah, -2, and yeah, you basically you see the spear coming. It was a direct shot, and you just basically block it away with your shield as you're on the ground. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shift 1 as well with that kobold as a minor. Now, next step is the cleric. So you lose your resistance buff now, or is it at the end of your round, or is it at the beginning? Well, it doesn't matter anyway, so.
I
Alright.
am sad.
Sandman, you're up now. Sandman's voice is
Yeah,
awesome.
says the end of your next turn.
Yes.
Okay, my turn now.
Yes. My name is Sandman, and I am part of the Oak Ridge Boys.
I'm gonna hit
I
the,
sing bass
kobold
for
right
the
in
Oak
front of
Ridge
me
Boys.
with Brand of the Sun.
Alright, sounds like a wiener. Like Warhuck likes. Oh.
Dachshund or Frank?
Jugglers.
With veins. No, the ones with veins.
Wow.
That was messed up, dude.
Wow.
Warhuck, you're
Wow.
alright. I don't care what Dirt says about you. I really don't.
I thought it was Crumpert that was saying bad things. Now Dirt's saying bad things about me too? Wow.
I'm worried about Crump's status,
9 versus
man.
armor class.
9 versus armor class is a miss. He basically laughs at you